I tell you what, I have already had a morning. But y'all, you need to try some Scooter's coffee. That's pretty good. You guys liked the last video so much with the tinsel. We're gonna be doing it again. We have this copper color tinsel. We're gonna give it a try. Some gold flake and some like charcoal powder in the 4.5 inch finesse worm. So let's get started with this and see what it looks like. First of all, I hope you guys can hear me well because my mic crapped out on me right before I was getting ready to start this video. So hopefully this isn't terrible. But since we are going to be using this charcoal powder, I have a lot of just leftover older plastisol that I've used. We're just going to, is this in focus? We're just going to cut this up and go ahead and use it since we really don't need perfect clear plastisol for this. And we're probably gonna get some images of this in the degassing chamber because this is going to have a lot of bubbles in it, I'm sure. So after I get this cut up, we'll pull it out of the microwave, see what it looks like, throw it in the chamber, the little degassing tank, and we'll get started. While that's in the microwave, we'll kind of take a closer look at what we're going to use. Of course, you've seen our 4.5 inch mold. Here's our gold powder, or gold flake, that we're going to be using with just some charcoal powder. Man, my camera settings, I tell you, this is going to be a day for sure. Let's hope nothing terrible happens, like I burned myself. But I did learn a trick with this. I'll be right back. Here's some plastisol from another video that I've made that's not up yet, but instead of hand pouring with this, I found out if you put it in your smaller ejector, you can kind of make, I guess, easier to fill in these, which we'll get a close look of that, but I enjoy using this a lot more than I do just pouring out of a measuring cup. A little tip for you. Since we are using older plastisol or that's been used before, you can definitely see all the bubbles that's in there. That's just kind of what happens when you reheat. But let's go and put this in the vacuum chamber and suck all the bubbles out and we should be good to go. Alright, I've already done the first, I guess, 2.5. What I'm doing is just cutting up the tinsel, which this isn't really fun to watch because this takes a while and it's pretty time consuming because you can tell they really don't want to lay in there. But we're just grabbing the end of our tinsel, grabbing some strands, cutting it off, laying them on our mold. These are probably a little too long. Just laying them on the mold and kind of trying to get them in there. Maybe I should have done the first 4 so you guys wouldn't have to watch this. This isn't even fun for me to do. Alright. Is that good? This one looks like it needs a couple more in it. Let's put a few more in this one. That's good. And we are about done and ready to pour. Let's get this out of the way. So, this is kind of what it looks like. The tinsel's laying in there. I've tried putting it in the center and it didn't work out. I've tried at the bottom. I guess the easiest way to do this is to set it in there first. Whenever you do pour, some of the tinsel will come through the plastisol and kind of pop up. I'll show you after this, but actually I've gone fishing with them that way and they work really good because it kind of captures little air pockets and just makes a little more vibrations in the water whenever it does protrude outside of the plastisol. But let's get the plastisol back in the microwave and give these a pour and see what they look like. I'll try to do this so you guys can see what I'm doing, since I'm going to be using the injector, and maybe you've seen it done before, but just give this a stir, bring some of that flake up to the top. I'm going to need a glove. I haven't used an injector that much, but I have found out that this part gets really hot. So in the next video, I have a solution for that, which is you guys are gonna want to watch. It's pretty cool. All right, we are oiled up. Let's suck some of this up and get started. See if I can do this and not block the camera. So yeah, I like doing it this way. It just seems like it flows and I don't make as much of a mess than doing it with the measuring cup. It does, I feel like, maybe take a little more concentration, or after just doing it enough with the measuring cup, I don't like to fix my spilled areas. But yeah, hopefully this turns out pretty good. Plastisol is a little darker than what I wanted, but it still looks like it's a little opaque. All right, that looks good. We'll squirt this back in here and kind of take a look. So if you can see the end, it's pretty opaque. I mean, you can see through it, so that's good. So hopefully these turn out pretty good. I think I'm gonna like them. We'll be back whenever it's done. While these are cooling, I do want to show you guys this. I made a light purple finesse worm 4.5 inch with some silver tinsel and shimmer. These things look pretty good. I've sold a couple of these. If you go to 99strikes.com, there's only 1 or 2 packages left. But yeah, these, I take them out, but like I said, it's already sealed, can't open it, ready to ship. But these things look good, but I have a feeling these are gonna look awesome as well. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because soon our monthly giveaway is coming up to where we melt down all of our leftover Plastisol. We have a lot of colors to use. We're going to be melting them down like we usually do, and giving them away to a subscriber. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, and you'll be entered in to win some of the free lures that we give away with our leftover Plastisol. If you guys have never used an injector before, this is one of the most satisfying parts, is taking this stuff out. It just comes right off. This just pops right out. And there it is. I mean, these things are so easy to clean. This is a cheaper one from Amazon. I mean, it works well for small stuff like this. But, like I said, it works. As soon as our other molds come, we'll be using the bigger injector to do some dual injection. But like I said, for now, this works pretty well. Like I said, this part does get really hot whenever that Plastisol is up in there. So in a video coming up, we make a little wrap for it to keep your hands cool. But these should be about done. So to get this stuff off here, let's see if I can move the camera back a little. All I do is just kind of grab and pull, just like that. And this is kind of what's nice about using the injector. I feel like I can get a little cleaner of a pour. Kind of clean these up. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, let me get the camera angle a little lower and we'll pull these out. Looks pretty good. Let's see if this tinsel worked. Okay, not bad. Definitely a charcoal. Charcoal maybe turned it a little kind of yellowish, I don't know. But that, like I said, that gold foil looks pretty good. This one doesn't look like it's coming up through the Plastisol any, but well, there's a little piece sticking out. I think that's just where it didn't get covered. But let's pull the rest of these out and we'll get a closer look and see what they look like. Yeah, that one looks good. Yeah, yep. All right, I think I'm liking these. Another good one. This camera really doesn't like to focus, does it? I'm sorry. Alright, let's just go ahead. We'll set these up here and bring the camera down and you guys can take a closer look. But these look pretty good. These will be for sale on 99strikes.com if you are interested in getting some. But yeah, these guys are fire. These look good. The camera is making it a little darker than what they are. But yeah, I like those. Perfect little drop shot or shaky head. These things, like I said, work. Well, there you go. You can kind of see the opaque kind of, I mean, you can see that they're pretty see-through. But yeah, those look really good. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I will make some more of these. If you like them, you can purchase them again, 99strikes.com. Please subscribe if you liked the channel, if you like the information that we're giving out. We will be making a lot of other stuff. Like I said, whenever the new molds come in, we have a lot of creative and fun ideas to do, kind of like this. But stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.
Now there ain't nothing to it, go ahead and bring Goliath on. Ain't no giant, I ain't gon' fire on. Catch a fade, you I'm wrong, I'm gone. Y'all can catch the wave that I am on. I am icon, y'all are wide wrong. Think that I'm a reconcile born, so ain't nothing to it though. This is on me, ain't got much to do with who you know. Keeping it true to form 10 L's into a milli though. But they already knew that those farewell to your opinions. Know that he is something. This is all me.